Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Anivia and we'll be facing off against the Teemo adventure from the Spirit Blossom campaign. I saw in the patch notes that they changed the way the Guardian Angel worked. So now instead of just reviving a unit with 1 health and giving you 1 revive, they gave you 2 revives, but now instead of the previous effect you just get deathless on the unit. It makes going infinite with it, with other champions, worse, but I still think it's pretty decent on Anivia. You take it, you use Anivia as a blocker, you get 2 eggs basically, or 1 egg and an Anivia back. So yeah, we're going to see if it's still good enough. I don't know if we'll actually find any success here. We have a slower game plan with the whole summon Anivia a bunch of times, cast Anivia's champion spell a bunch of times with the Archangel stuff and the Grand General's counter plan. And that doesn't fare well against the foe shuffling traps and whatnot in our deck, but hopefully we can make it work. Thrice-bound adaptation, higher education. Thrice-bound would summon a crystalline storm raptor. If we could get a large unit that has a good effect, Thrice-bound would be worth it. But I don't think we can do that. At least we can't really pick it up with the hopes of getting that in the future. So I guess we reroll here. A natural selection, Dawning Age, Endurance. I am going to pick up Dawning Age because we have a decent amount of cards that cost 4 or more. We definitely need to reduce the cost of set cards in order to have a chance of, you know, playing stuff before the opponent gets to kill us. Start off the game with 2 mana if I'm not mistaken, yeah, because I'm only at 3 stars with Anivia. I could have gotten Anivia up to like 6 stars by this point with all the rewards I have for her, but I don't want to do that because then I would lose out on all the challenge. Can do Bone Scryer or Feral Mystic. Let's do Feral Mystic to generate a spell. The first few turns are going to be a problem. I guess next turn we get Anivia down to 4 and the Archwinds down to 3. So we can kind of frostbite 2 of the opponent's units here. I guess that's what I'll do. We'll take 4. I would really like it if I could get a way to heal myself. 5 mana. We can do Anivia, Feral Mystic. I definitely want to get Anivia down as soon as possible. And I am either Feral Mystic or Bone Scryer. Let's do the Bone Scryer perhaps, after attacking with Anivia, that is. It trades in. We get no Anivias off. You know what might be useful? Your elemental spells and skills deal extra damage. What would I even replace? Maybe the Archangel Staff? The Archangel Staff is decent to get spells off though. Let's see, what do I do here? I can Hallowingale that unit. And I have Harsh Winds as well. I can't go for Wings of the Cryo Phoenix because it kills my own board. So I guess I do this like I planned. We do this here. The opponent plays something. I can do 2 plus 5. That math works out well, so Feral Mystic, Harsh Winds. Oh, does that change anything? No. I still do Harsh Winds here, I feel like. Frostbite here, Frostbite here. Then we... Ouch. We're taking way too much damage. Block here, block here, block here. Take 3. We'll lose out the Anivia and the... Ouch. That's way too much damage we're taking. It feels awful. But at least we level up the Anivia, so now we have 2 leveled up Anivias on board. So things could be worse. Wings of the Cryo Phoenix heals us up and buffs our board. Guess I can do Thrall Bulwark as a way to start buffing a unit. No, let's do Flame Color Caprin. It gets buffed up further, or it gets buffed up more thanks to its effect. We'll heal a little bit. Let's refrain from actually using the Harsh Winds when we don't need to. This is probably better. That's a pretty decent board. Atakan is going to grow huge. Yeah, we are dealing a lot of damage now. We lost out on a bunch of health, so that doesn't bode well for us. But hopefully we can make this run work. We can get a support champion that allows us to have access to some more healing. I don't even know what that would be. Well, we do have 12 regeneration, so in between the encounters we are going to get a considerable amount of health back. All these are terrible. Ooh, I'm very tempted to pick up Atakan, but Atakan is so expensive. I'm going Mirror Mage. At the very least it's a bit cheaper. Support champion. Cannon, Morgana, Phelios. Morgana is a way to heal, I suppose. Copying the Dark Binding twice is pretty decent. And Lizandoli is actually an okay way to stall, I guess. So sure, let's pick up the Morgana. Hey, the Spirit. Plant 50 poison buff caps on random cards in your deck for a stabilize. You lose all your spell mana for sharing is caring. If we can survive until the point where we get sharing is caring, I think we just win. Morgana gives everything lifesteal, Anivia gives everything deathless. And it's summon an ally, so as long as we summon an Anivia and the opponent doesn't clear the egg, we should theoretically have a board of infinite deathless units, perhaps. No, actually not infinite, but still, we have a very sticky board. And all it costs us is all our spell mana. I wonder how that works, because the Archangel stuff says that round start refill your spell mana and round start lose your spell mana. What would proc first, the lose or the refill? I don't think we can make it very far without it, so let's do this. Gold chest, spells chest. 2 quiet place or an explosive encounter. These are all terrible spells. Let's reroll. Yeah. Catalyst of Aeons is ramp, but it's too expensive. We need stuff that's cheaper. The explosive encounter is a better. has better rewards if I'm not mistaken. But it's harder to deal with. The player targets a unit granted to spirit and sleep it. I guess our game plan of frostbiting the opponent's units doesn't really work out that well. But it's still a way to stall, I suppose. So maybe it's fine. Anyway, this should be the easier encounter to deal with. I'll keep the Morgana in hand. We can actually do Morgana the turn after this one. Or actually right next turn, because we get the discount right at the round start. That's pretty decent. Do I attack here? Let's attack here. Just is that not how it works? I guess not. I guess I was confused about what the item did. It's been a while since I played with Bloodletter as well. It's significantly worse than I remember. Let's do this. Try to buy some time.
I have found such beauty in mortality.
Right, sleep. Completely forgot about that. I don't want to lose out the Morgana. On the Morgana, not yet at least. Ouch. I need to empty my hand somehow. Time to start ramping. Or at least try to. Go Anivia. Let's hope that the Archangel Staff procs after the you lose all your spell mana. I guess so. We did get to keep 3. Okay, so anyway, we have 2 Archwinds here. So we'll do that there. To sleep those 2. They get buffed up, but at the very least they're gone. And then we can Dark Binding this guy.
Are you prepared?
And heal 5 by blocking with the Morgana. We're also growing the Morgana because of the Focusing Crystal. I'd say this was a pretty decent turn, and then we can Feral Mystic on the back of this. Try to get another elemental spell to further ramp. The Pun's Overriding is landmarks, which is also nice. Now we don't have to deal with the units that are inside of them, or most of them at least. Ouch. Can I ramp this turn to 10? I can if I use Quicksand and Archwinds. And I can also Crystalline Storm Raptor. Crystalline Storm Raptor kills the Anivia though, so I can't play it first. Neither can I play the Wings of the Cryo Phoenix. Actually, no, I can do this, right? We'll do this here. It gives us 1 spell mana. Then we Wings of the Cryo Phoenix, heal 3, kill 2, damage the others. We are working towards Morgana's level up as well. Hopefully the opponent blocks the Anivia. No blocks on the Anivia. I really wanted him to block. Guess we do Flame Color Caprin. Let's try to keep chipping away at the opponent's board. Our units can kind of contest his now. Kind of. Definitely want the Anivia to die.
Will endure.
Guess I'll trade the Anivia there and then we sleep these two.
What flame withers? Frost.
And then we can use the Morgana to block there to restore health. Okay, this is perfect for us. Unless... Okay, he's denying us the healing. That's okay. As long as we don't draw too much, we can survive without healing all that much. Do I do Crystalline Storm Raptor? It damages my board, but it's another unit getting buffs from our power. So I think it's worth it.
We owe this land our lives.
Can try to level up the Morgana by targeting... No, we can do it next turn. Next turn we can just use Anivia's champion spell, sleep 2 of the opponent's units, attack with everything, Morgana is leveled up. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do this, get rid of the largest ones I suppose.
Thorn only forges chains.
In fact I can do...
I am your darkness.
No, I don't even need to. Morgana is... Oh, but to ensure lethal, we'll do this here. Morgana attacks and curses that one. Everything else will die to either Anivia's effect or to damage.
And ice.
And we get to heal off of the Morgana.
What flame?
Actually, he can block with the Sunstone Chimera, yeah, to make Morgana's attack fizzle. Okay, so he manages to deny us the healing. But it's not like we lost out on that much health anyway. And if the interaction keeps working out this way, then we won't really have to worry about losing our spell mana to our negative power. At least as long as Anivia is on the board. Magical Feathering. I don't want any of these. I guess we'll take the way to reorder our deck. Get a better draw. All of these are atrocious, let's leave. To Friendly Poet, the Dancers. When a foe's unit is targeted, it swaps it for random neighbor. I just have to keep that in mind while I'm playing. Not let the swapping affect my plays, or play around the swapping, I should say. Flamecaller Caprin or Mirror Mage. I'll keep the Mirror Mage. I'm being greedy. It might be a mistake, but the discounts, if I can manage to discount the Mirror Mage down to 3, it might be a decent, worthwhile play. Tidal Wave. I don't want to take 5 here. I don't think I have an option. Maybe I should have blocked though, because the opponent's board now is extremely scary. And all of his Riven Dancers have fearsome for some reason. That's completely foreign to me. Oh, I'm taking way too much damage here. Please save me, Feral Mystic. That's a heal, I suppose. Definitely blocking this to prevent further damage. Then I have to block here. Let's hope I don't draw too many traps. That's one. That's two. And a bunch of cards that I burned from my deck. Might lose from decking out. That would be a shame. Save me, Anivia.
Storm approaches. Give me grace enough to mask my doubts. I protect
We're
this
getting
place.
dangerously close to dying. Really living life on the edge.
Let's soar. A world in perfect
The opponent doesn't even bother blocking, it knows it's not relevant. Guess I can do Wings of the Cryo Phoenix next turn to try and clear the board. Still 4 to everything. He buffs up one of his highest attack units. At least I can harsh winds on the back of this if he decides to attack right away. Yeah.
Ultimate Tempest Strike. Let's move.
Yeah, we'll have to block here, and hopefully this doesn't swap the opponents in a favorable manner. Ouch. Okay, we survive. We managed to survive somehow. We do lose out on the Anivias though. Or that Anivia at least. And we no longer manage to revive the other one with the Deathless. We don't get to attack with Anivias this turn. I have to Mirror Mage.
Everywhere.
That clears at least.
When rhythm takes hold, there is no time for fear.
We block these two. If we play Rejuvenating Breeze with Mirror Mages on the board, we will heal a bunch, but we'll also burn a bunch of cards because we'll draw too many, so I can't do that. Can keep buffing everything though by doing this. Keep casting spells. Can do Crystalline Storm Raptor. Set those two up to die to the Tidal Wave.
Ahri.
Ooh, right, the tidal wave was created, so the mirror mages start triple casting it. Completely forgot about that. Okay, we don't kill the opponent, but we get pretty close to it. Now all I have to do is not die to the buff caps, draw a Morgana, we heal back up to full, and we're safe.
A tune of courage.
I hope. No spellcasting for you, opponent. I want Morgana. Let's try to get the Morgana in hand.
The order rewards its faithful.
This is going to triple cast a Harsh Winds. Let's let the opponent attack. We'll figure it out on the block. Okay, since he has no adjacent allies while attacking, this just hits the Shadow Assassin. That's perfect. Let's do Flame Color Caprin. Keep buffing our board. I wonder if... Oh! We only have 2 buff caps in the deck. So yeah, this is correct always, right? Let's do Magical Feathering. No Morganas. Did I burn all of my Morganas? I hope not. Well, let's draw a bunch.
Born only forges chains.
We come out net positive in terms of health by drawing this. Okay. Wings of the Cryo Phoenix. Let's heal up more.
Frost revives.
Since I can't find the Morgana, might as well heal this way.
An iceborn could see me now.
We play on.
Let's just close out the game, be done with this. I think we are coming up on a healer, so we can heal there.
Until our paths cross once
Honestly, this could have gone a lot worse. I thought for sure we were going to lose out on our revive. Glad we didn't though. Spellslinger, Fallen Student or Sleepy Trouble Bubble. This is not an elemental spell or skill, but I think we have to do this. We pick this up just so we can have something that stalls 2 units, potentially. Stun one, jump block the other. And here we're definitely purchasing the healing. When the foe charms a unit, you create a 3-cost Buccaneering Gaze in hand. Charms are permanent. When either player plays a spell, the foe summons a Foxfire. We are playing a bunch of spells, but I feel like we're more sensitive to having our units stolen.
Shall we go together?
So this should be easier to handle. Hopefully, this should be easier to handle. Flush of Giants, Flame Color Caprin, Morgana, Harsh Winds. I'll keep the Harsh Winds. It's a good combat trick. Our hand is not the best. We haven't really been able to draft anything vaguely decent, at least when it comes to stalling the opponent. I'm going to lose out on the spell mana here, but it's not like I have better plays than just pass priority back to the opponent a bunch of times.
Traditions are lost if not passed on.
Crystalline Storm Raptor clears 2 units here. 3 units actually. Let's gamble on the opponent not having any combat tricks. Wait, what? That's not a spell, that's a skill.
A chase.
I call unfair to what's happening. I didn't play a spell, I played a skill. You don't have the right to summon a Foxfire because of that. Let's just get Anivia down. Try to get our spell generation going. So this doesn't count as a spell for some reason, even though it's a skill as well. But the one from the Crystalline Storm Raptor does. What's the logic behind this, opponent? What are the rules behind what you are doing?
Sign it. Your arrival honors us all.
Is there no rules? It probably doesn't. The opponent probably doesn't have any rules. We can frostbite one of the elusives. So let's just shackle the highest attack unit. We can double Harsh Winds.
Into the dark.
Like so. Unfortunately, we have to do it earlier than I would like. At least we heal up with the Morgana. Attack opponent, I dare you. There he goes. Can block here. Then we can frostbite these two. Keep ramping up. We even get to jump block here with the Morgana. Perfect. We're coming out net positive in terms of health from this trade, and we're starting with our all getting a bunch of Anivia's game plan. We managed to stall out the opponent. Now we get to reap the benefits. Let's do Mirror Mage. Yeah, Mirror Mage. We'll double cast some of our cards. Can do when you play a spell. It's when you play created followers, so this doesn't summon a bunch of created followers, but it's still a way to fill up the rest of our board. Double Decimate. That's 6 mana delay to the opponent's Nexus, that's pretty good. Anyway, let's attack with everything. Okay, killing the Anivia is okay, opponent. Feel free to do that as many times as you want. By this point, they've already fulfilled their purpose. the healing with the way he blocks. But we shouldn't need any more forms of healing. We are going to heal up after this encounter. I want to save mana for the combat tricks here. So let's do just that. Let's frostbite these two. We can frostbite these two. Ouch on the draw. As long as I get to block with the Morgan, it's okay though. Come on.
I am your darkness. I am your truth. The chill before the storm.
The Morgana with the focusing crystal is definitely putting in work. We're going to heal up 21 out of this. Like it was nothing.
Into the dark.
The unfortunate part is that we're going through our deck very quickly.
I am a hunter.
I guess we no longer have that many puff caps left, and we don't really need any of our remaining cards to win. So we're okay. Next turn I'll just attack with everything and then finish the opponent off with the decimates we got off of the Captain Farron. You don't even need to deny the... or we don't even have to worry about the opponent denying the healing from the Morgana. We're at full health. Nice. Maybe I didn't need to heal up at the last encounter. Last healer encounter. I can be wrong though. Maybe the extra health was the difference. Wait, we don't get our reward? We should get our reward. Anyway. Ancient coin to get Anivia down quicker, or mana deposit to effectively play an Anivia for free. I think the mana deposit is better. There it is. There's our power. Now everything will have lifesteal.
You want me?
And deathless. Disarmed, a natural selection, or over-prepared. A natural selection is a way to grow our units, but I don't think it comes online early enough. So I don't want to spend my last reroll, so I guess disarmed. Just so we have a debuff for the opponent's units. Maybe it messes with their stats enough to be relevant. I guess. Aid the Spirit. The foe charms a random ally for power overwhelming. The foe's units have vulnerable. Can I reroll here? I'll use my last reroll here. -2 starting mana, your spells and skills will double damage. Unfortunately, I start off the game with 2 mana, so that would mean I start the game off with 0 mana. Yeah, that's not something I can pick up. Champion item chest or spells chest. The bottom path is harder, right? We'll have to deal with the guy that when you deal damage to his nexus, you just shuffle a bunch of shimes into his deck. I don't think we can deal with that. We deal too much cheap damage in the beginning of the game, and even at the end, because not every single one of our units has overwhelm. We end up once again dealing a bunch of cheap damage to the opponent. I guess with our units sharing keywords, that can change. But let's not gamble on that. It's fine. Actually deal 4, clear most of the opponent's board. I think that's fine. It's a bit of... it might be early to do that. Yeah, we could have caught a couple more units, maybe if I waited. But I think it's worth it just to get the... just to clear, at least partially, the opponent's board. And since he's at full health, his power does nothing. And here we can go for a pretty good turn. We do Anivia. Can actually do Bone Scryer. And then we'll do Feral Bulwark or Feral Mystic. Let's do Feral Bulwark because it fits our curve better. And then we do this, this. Try to clear the majority of the opponent's board. We don't really care about losing health on the Morgana. The opponent doesn't really have a lot of resources left. I mean, he has 6 cards in hand, but considering how little pressure they've actually been putting on us, I think we're relatively safe. Let's do this. Clear 1 unit. Remove the spell shield from all of the other one, or the barrier from that one. The opponent's passing. I'll take that pass anytime. I think we're coming off better off from that pass than he is. We end up burning a bunch of mana, but we don't actually need that mana to win. And here we can actually do Bone Scryer, Feral Mystic, give everything Overwhelm. We'll Frostbite these two. Level up the Anivia, everything has Overwhelm, so now we have an increased amount of lethality, something we do not normally have in this deck. Yeah, the opponent's not even blocking. He knows we have the entire game on our side. This is pretty good. Let's deny the opponent spellcasts. Ooh, Morgana. That's going to be a nice amount of healing. Rejuvenating Breeze. Okay, he was just saving up all of his healing. Am I going to die? Because the opponent's going to heal a billion. Or is it... oh, round end if the foe's nexus is greater than it was at round start. Okay. So, unless he went up to full health, there was no way that would work. At least not that turn. And he needs to heal here. I think he's going all in on these two just to try and heal. Well, he's healing because of that now. I am going to take damage here no matter what, I suppose. Frostbite here, Frostbite here. You could have attacked with the barrier units, opponent. You know that, right? I suppose he doesn't know that. I definitely want to go for the Mirror Mage here, I think. Just because it reduces the amount of damage I'll take from the round end effect. Yeah, we take 7. If only we managed to get a Morgana here. I can try to draw into a Morgana. Morgana. That's an Anivia. Come on, Morgana. That's another Anivia. I should stop this. Let's just close out the game so I don't take any more unnecessary damage. Where are our Morganas? I feel like both this game and last game the Morganas either showed up when I already won, or in this case didn't show up at all. Yeah, there's no way you survive this opponent. Unfortunately, your max health is 70, so even going through a billion rejuvenating breezes only brings you up to 70 max, and I'm dealing 78. So the opponent always dies there. I took way too much damage, like the buff caps and the early aggression is just too much. Lizandoli, Deathless, I guess. It's a card that's already in my deck. Let's see if I can get something good for any of our champions. I guess Skirmisher Saber is okay on the Anivia just to try and get better blocks. Unwelcome guests. Let's see what the opponent rolls. Let's see what I roll. I should probably send our champions back into the deck. I feel like they would be good to get at the start. They do work with champions, right? Yeah, random units. Unfortunately, it's only... we didn't get a bunch of champions. But yeah, we start off the game with extra spellman at least. That's something. And all our units have Deathless. Deny? No, recalling the Anivia. That's the worst case scenario. Especially because apparently his recall effect has a rally attached to it for some reason.
We're not playing. Behold my true
That seems fair.
What flame withers, frost revives.
At least we have Deathless on our units. Can further deny his spell casting. I think that's correct. Since he has that many, or that threatening of spells in his hand, let's give him a bunch of suppression. Maybe that makes him chill out a little bit.
Old masks let young eyes see clearly.
1 mana. I'm doing Morgana. Morgana,
Found such beauty, immortality.
shackle the elusive. We block everything else.
You're not scary.
We do lose a considerable amount of
Are you prepared?
lifesteal units, but we're healing up from this. So this could be worse. Okay. Everything has Deathless now, because I chained it all this properly. Let's do Anivia.
Your time of need.
Now everything has Deathless again. We have a very sticky board. I can... no, I can't. I can't print Anivias. Not this game, because everything has Deathless. But I can
Practice time.
do this. Let's try to
For my homeland.
chip away
In Valhyr's name.
at the opponent's unit's health, and this Nexus health as well, I suppose. I wonder what's the outcome here. I'm just checking. Those two stay alive? Yeah, those two stay alive. How do I want to do this? Maybe if I save one of the Lizandolies with a Frostbite, maybe that's a way to ensure I get more Anivias. Or maybe not. I think no. Let's just do this. Heal up a bit more with the Flame Color Caprins, I guess. kill that unit as well.
Only forges chains.
It's fine. Opponent has a bunch of mana, but he doesn't seem keen on playing the suppression. So I suppose he's going to die without casting any spells.
See the world.
Okay, overriding the shackled unit. Makes sense. I'll just use the card I created. It's slow after all.
Time for a leap of faith.
It's fine.
Follow my lead.
Honestly, after I got everything under control, everything is fine. I'm trading in the Feral Mystic. He has done his job. He has given everything Overwhelm. Now we can generate 2 Anivias.
Leave us alone.
We don't heal up, but it's okay. We can do, because we're refilling our mana, we can do Mirror Mage after this. We'll override the Lizandoli. We already have a unit with Deathless on the board, the Anivia. We don't need a weaker one.
Lord's eternal guardian.
We do lose out on the lifesteal on the Anivias and the Overwhelm. But these two and the Morgana have Overwhelm, and then I think that's all that is necessary in order for us to both win and regenerate a healthy amount of health. Let's just buff everything up by a bunch before I attack with my units. Really ensure that not only I am killing the opponent, but I'm also going back up to full health.
Chill before the storm.
This should bring the, yes, from 61 to 82.
Born only forges chains.
The damage from the
And resist.
this 3 alone is enough, right? No, it's not. Yeah, I don't think I have any way to close out the game this turn. I guess the opponent manages to stall for an additional turn.
Bear this burden.
Well, at least I'll have full health,
From fear.
so that's okay. You know what? Screw that thing in particular. Let's start mining it. It's fine. We're going to start burning cards from our deck. Unless I play something here. Guess I'll do Crystalline Storm Raptor. Clears 2 of the opponent's units. So I think that's fine. The opponent's forced to play more. Yep. And when he plays more, I do a Mirror Mage to clear that thing. Chip away at the... I'll clear that thing as well. Chip away at the other unit's health. Now they die to an Anivia attack with our 2 Anivias. That means he effectively only has 1 blocker because of the Morgana cursing that thing.
Born only forges
Okay,
chains.
it took a bit, but we established control. And once we got control of the board, we just never let go of it.
The cycle is complete.
Now for the real challenge. Teemo, or Atakan then Teemo. Iceborne Ooh, I think it's worth it, right? Just double dipping on the Iceborne shop or Sound Shadow Seer. Let's do this shop. Maybe we can get something good here. Slow but steady. We do have a couple of slow spells, right? It doubles every slow spell, because even though these spells are not technically targeting anything, they are being played, right? Yeah, sure, let's pick this up. I could go Siphoning Strike, but I think that's too slow. Same thing with the Unleashed Frenzy. I guess that's just it. Let's move on. We can cut a card. What card do I cut? Thrall Bulwark? No, Spellslinger. I haven't played him a single time. It's definitely the weakest card in my deck. The foe summons the stunned Atakan. Well, he's going to be stunned on my offensive... Oh no, the opponent's offensive turn. Let's skip the Feral Mystic for a 2-drop that we can play. Harsh Winds discounts. Magical Feathering. Maybe we can mess up the opponent's spellcasting by playing it on a unit. What do I have in my deck? 23 Puff Caps, 12 Flash Bombs. No Nightmares. And no Anivias in my opening hand. I can't grant an ally anything. Let's just do Feral Mystic. We don't have any allies with Fury. Free attack from the opponent. I think I have to do this. Ouch, it hurts a lot. It's not like I can afford to take more damage. This next turn I think I have to do Morgana. And I think I have to just do that there.
You cannot break a shattered
Try to shackle that thing down so that it can't attack me next turn.
linger in the air.
And I would do what? Anivia? Anivia refills my mana. So unless the opponent attacks right away, I'll be fine. Okay, he doesn't attack right away. He is killing my Morgana though. I'll have to live with that.
Forever watch.
No healing from the Morganas this game. Oh, this guy will just end me. I'll see. I can't stun, or I can't block with the Morgana, but I'll be able to frostbite the two of the opponent's units.
Brace yourself.
Wings of the Cryo Phoenix. That heals me somewhat. Ouch. I'm mostly bothered by the card burning. We're burning so many different cards. And when the Anivia dies, I'll get my mana back, so this is correct, right?
Sees beauty and makes it more.
We're ramping a bunch. We're dealing 4 to all of the opponents, to all of the units on the opponent's board. Even if he gets destroyed, it's fine. I just have to hope the Anivia dies. You know what? That helps him more than it helps you, opponent.
Tomorrow we rise anew.
I can do either Mirror Mage, or I can do something else. I think I'll do Magical Feathering here. Let's really mess up the opponent's ability to play spells by giving him a bunch of suppression.
To serve the greater good.
The opponent's going to have attack and be able to attack next turn. Is that okay? I think that's okay. We can do Mirror Mage,
Better than me.
ramp up to 10.
This is our time.
I can do harsh winds this turn.
Let's show me off. Time to shine.
I'll do harsh winds this turn, draw 1.
The chill before the storm.
This means that next turn we draw Morgana, or we draw Morgana this turn. Wait, yeah, we have nightmares in the deck. I should have been notified of that. Come on, game. I'll just throw random nightmares at me like that. 15 buff caps. All you have to do is avoid the landmines.
Pawns need a guiding hand.
I have found such
Let's prevent that from attacking. If he doesn't attack, ooh, I get to go Wings of the Cryo Phoenix for free here. Kill 6.
remember me.
That's huge. Don't have an ally with Fury,
Forces are in play.
so this thing will just be stuck in my hand, unfortunately.
Rose.
I'm definitely taking the healing. I don't care if you can kill the Morgana. All of my other units have already received lifesteal. Well, we've stabilized. And I think we can heal up from the opponent's damage here. Yeah. We not only get to heal up from the opponent's damage, we also proc his power. So we get into the second part of the fight. Gets a full board of hungry Hellcats. But hungry Hellcats are not that much of a concern. I can do harsh winds to remove the spell shields, but I don't think we have to worry about the spell shields. Now that's something we need to worry about. Well, we only have 20 puff caps in the deck, so it's not like it will just straight up kill us. Okay, that straight up kills us though. We're discarding random cards? 2 random cards, yep. Unfortunately, it was the board clears that we discarded. It's fine. That's just one scryer.
Elk's bones speak.
He's killing the Morgana. No more lifesteal from her. Yes, we do harsh winds here. I wish I could get some ways to clear the board. Ouch.
Brace yourself.
No more drawing. I regret my drawings. Yeah, let's remove 2 of the opponent's blockers. There. Very least we'll get to heal up after this, as long as I don't die to the buff caps.
Beyond the flesh.
It's fine. This kills these 2. Can pull here at least to guarantee the healing.
Ready for anything.
Okay. Poetic collection. Could be worse. We're healing up back up to full, that's all that matters. Alright. Yeah, back up to full. Ouch. Could be significantly worse though. The problem is the amount of cards I'm drawing means that we might lose due to decking out.
Just like you showed.
Just going to do this a couple of times. Shackle the units the opponent just played. And to stop myself from drawing. So no more harsh winds. Pulling color Caprin, I guess.
God now.
Let's keep working on buffing my units.
Endless cold.
Only other way to give everything fury. It's fine. No attacks, really? Can I get a unit with overwhelm? Okay, no overwhelm. I can, however, force the opponent into not playing spells other than curses. Just Anivia's in my deck. Okay. Anyway, to get more damage through, I think we try to curse the opponent, or at least a couple of the opponent's units. 10 cards out of 10, okay, so no more curses. This is all we can do. He blocks everything he can, and he sticks around. Maybe I could have gone for the Dark Binding, that's the difference. If I had gone for the Dark Binding, the opponent takes enough damage to die here.
I have the tendency to get carried away.
Well, he's starting to play stuff now. They're not going to be. It's not going to be relevant, but he's playing things. Let's curse that. Let's curse that. 6 cards in deck. I don't want to lose to decking out. Self thanks to these two. If I play any of the harsh winds that are created, I'll just draw a billion and die. Reckoning Gaze. But this passing, okay, I'll take it. That accomplished nothing, opponent. We could have tried to attack with the 27 attack lifesteal challenger unit. Try to do something with that. I don't know why he didn't, but I'll take it. That's a free win. Free, quote unquote. The opponent struggled a lot, and I came very close to dying, but the lifesteal from the Morgana really came through in order to allow us to not die to the buff caps. Oof, that was a good run. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.